Hello everyone, I'm Paul. I'm one of the residents at Foothills County. I'm your neighbour. I have a lot of concerns about what's been going on in our council. As some of you may be aware, last week F13 was the agenda item. Our council spoke about muting the mics of residents.
All right, moving right along. F13, Council and Committee Procedural Bylaw and Public Hearing Procedures.
It was an interesting conversation where some of our councillors showed what they actually think. I'm stood right now in Division 6, right by the Heritage Crossing development. As you can see there, my councillor, Don Waldorf. I live just off Dumbo Road. My councillor, Don Waldorf, said that he doesn't agree with muting microphones because it gives the residents fuel to say they haven't been heard.
Because if we cut them off immediately, it just gives them fuel to, I wasn't heard.
Which really tells you what Don thinks about us residents. If you're in Division 6, John Callister is running against Don and has promised that he will never mute a resident's microphone. Barb Castell in the division that Laura Kendall is running against her in her division, in Division 3, said, I'd rather you send a letter in than repeat yourself over and over and over again.
Just send a letter in and don't waste our time all day talking about the same thing over and over and over again. But
luckily, other councillors said, well, the more you hear something or the more you hear a concern, the more you realise that it is a big concern.
When someone has a perspective they need to be heard, that it's okay if you repeat, because it's the only chance they have. It's their one chance. They get one time to speak. And if they happen to be really passionate about something that is the same as what someone else said, I think they should be able to say it.
In terms of repeating things, I'm not concerned about listening to the same thing over and over again. This is their one chance to speak. And I am here to listen to them, not to get frustrated with them.
Yes, we hear a point many times over, but also the frequency of a complaint does have merit. If you hear a complaint from a resident and you hear it 25 times, I believe that has more powerful than a complaint that you only hear once.
Delilah Miller says that she gives residents time if they needed a little bit of extra time.
I know people, we did a time up, but I think in every instance I asked to see if anyone needed more time. We asked how much more time, and they were given that time. So,
Delilah, you didn't for me. You said that I would be removed for repeating your words, a question that you posed that I was answering for you in a hearing. And I don't think these other residents would think that either.
no clapping, please, or you will be removed, and that'll be your last warning. Your time is up. You have 15 seconds left.
I'm not on digestate lagoons, biofilters on exhaust, etc. The waste.
Sorry, that's your time.
Rimrock's parent company, Tidewater Limited, and Cordova Feeder.
I'm sorry, that's your time.
Ultimately, here we are, Foothills County. We are 7 weeks, just over 7 weeks away from an election. We're over 7 weeks away from an election, and it's time to vote these people out. In Division 2, we have Benita Estas running against Delilah Miller, who has been in council, I believe, since 2009. Enough is enough, Foothills County. We keep on approving projects like this, which lead onto a road that we're having almost one accident every week. We were promised a roundabout. That infrastructure hasn't appeared. We've been told on the doorsteps whilst campaigning for John Callister by a resident that's in the know that we don't own the land for the roundabout that we planned for, which, if it's true, then I will ask our council to come forward with information. Where is our roundabout? Why are we building for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, as far as the eye can see right here, land? Imagine buying any one of these acreages, moving out to the country and then being ponied with this on your doorstep. This isn't just going to be a Division 6 issue. This is a divisional issue across the whole of the county. Whether you're in a division that's off the Stony Trail and the Highway 22 there, it is now important to elect the councillors that are going to protect your rural way of life, the reason why you moved to Foothills County. And it's time now, Foothills residents, to stand up, check out our campaign websites for these new candidates. I'm just a resident like you. I don't stand to gain anything. I am just simply wanting representation in council that won't mute our mics, that will listen to the residents and listen to the people that live in the areas where these projects are being built. I am very much against favouring the developers and very much in favour of favouring the residents of Foothills County. Laura Kendall is running against Barb. Benita Estas is running against Delilah Miller, who's been in council since 2009. And we have John Callister running to unseat Don Waldorf. Don, where is our roundabout? Why is it not built? Why are we approving huge developments once again on a road that isn't safe? It's a public safety issue. You're meant to look after us. You need to look after us. And for my fellow neighbours, residents of Foothills County, get out and vote October 20th. Make sure you check who it is that you're voting for. Again, we'll have some more information and more news coming up on that, and I'm going to start releasing more videos and more information. And feel free to drop a comment or go on foothillsdevelopments.ca. You can email me there if you have any questions, and if you want to get involved, visit one of the candidates' websites below, and we can finally rid ourselves of a council that I don't feel is representing its residents at all. These poor people that have bought these homes here to move out into the country, and look what they have to put up with now every day. Don't think it won't be you. The whole of Foothills County is under pressure, and all we need is our councillors to say no, and this stops. Let's vote a council that will say no.